Hey, what's going on, everyone? Working on the OBS, right? And one of my techs recently fixed an oil leak down underneath, which was coming from the dipstick little what would you call it, port or whatever. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but anyways, the little section that the dipstick tube goes inside. It's a very common thing. I didn't get the fancy adapter that goes on. There you go, it's a dipstick tube adapter. I didn't get the fancy adapter. Maybe later on. The thing was like $300, and right now I just wanted to get the leak fixed so I can get back to driving it. So it looks kind of like a mess, but we just pretty much took it off, put a putty of silicone around it. We let it dry for a solid 24 plus hours. But the big problem was I already started modifying this, but I'm going to get to why. The dipstick tube had a hole. I guess it's been rubbing on the exhaust manifold. Called Ford, they don't have one. It's an obsolete part now, I guess, for the 94 to 96 models, right? So what I ended up doing, I ended up getting the dipstick tube, putting it all the way through. I had to straighten it out. It barely even wanted to go through the tube anymore with this hole. So what I'm gonna do, I'm basically gonna shorten up the stick for now. So I figured out another option. I'm thinking about seeing if Locar has anything that I can do with it, or if someone wants to comment on here and let me know what to do, where to find one. I'm even thinking about getting the next body style, right, like the 99 plus dipstick tube and dipstick, modifying that to work. It might, I honestly don't know, but for now, right, I put the dipstick all the way through, poked out roughly around the G, right? We'll go with the G on operating. So I'm gonna see if I can shorten this and almost make a custom tube for now. And pretty much what I'll do, it's not gonna be 100% ideal, but I'll have it right through here, so that way I can at least check the oil and until I can get something else figured out. So I have a little Dremel. I went ahead and cut this. It was literally like right there, right? I went ahead and cut it and smooth it out with the Dremel. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the dipstick and then take, oops, I'm gonna have to get this little roll pin out of here. And I guess I'm gonna have to grind this down once I cut it to be able to allow this to go back in, drill a little hole. So let's see how that goes. Actually, what I just thought about, instead of risking breaking this, trying to get the roll pin out, I'm just gonna measure, see how much I need. And this isn't gonna be perfect, right? But it's gonna be rough. I just need to be able to check the oil roughly. So like I said, it pokes out, it was poking out roughly around there, right? Around the G. If it's off a little bit, it really is not gonna matter that much. What's it gonna be, a point, a quarter of a quart or something, So we'll just rock with that. And so we'll get a little measurement here. We'll rock with this right here. 3.855 inches. So I'm gonna rock with that, and I'm gonna actually cut this over here where it sticks out 3.855 inches. So let me get that set up. All right, so we're gonna rock it like this, okay? I'm gonna get my measurement. We're gonna go, there it is, the 3.855. It's very rough. It doesn't have to be perfect again. I just need to be able to verify my oil. And let me go ahead and put my cutting tool in here and I'm gonna give it a little nick right there. Okay, here we go. Alright, so there's a little bit of a nick. Now I'm gonna cut that off, smooth it out a little, and then we'll put some sort of little markings on it. Alright, so here we go. I didn't show it, but I basically lined them up like so. Okay, got some real rough markings. Come on now, focus. There we go. That'll at least tell me what's low, what's full. I just got my little cutting wheel, gave it a little, pretty much a little scratch, so that way I know if it is or isn't in the full mark. So now let's give it a shot. All right, I went ahead and grabbed a little AC O-ring. Right, this is from like an AC system, a little kit that you would get at AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advanced, whatever. Just so that way it has something to help seal it in there for a few reasons. One, the obvious being help prevent any leaks, and then two, hopefully it's a little bit harder to blow this thing out, because this is all it is now, and there's no bracket or anything, so I can't bolt it to anything. So it's just gonna be in there. So hopefully this thing doesn't have enough crankcase pressure to blow it out. But I guess we're gonna end up finding out. All right, so there it is. Right, there's the little tube. There's the stick. It's clean. Obviously, this isn't a setup that you'd want to do and check the oil when the motor's hot, because it's right here by the exhaust manifold. So, I mean, if you check your oil before you drive anywhere, you know, well, no issues. Okay, it goes in, nice. See, I don't know how well you're gonna see that. All right, there are the marks. Come on, let's see if I can get it to focus. Hold on. There are the marks right there. Come on now, little stick. Let me try and get it to stand up. Hold on, bear with me. All right, there are the marks. You can see there's oil. All right, it's a little difficult to see on the camera, but it's there. All right. So the only other thing, of course, this the T-handle part of it is obviously plastic, so it may, well, at least it goes in fairly easy. It may melt. I understand that. I will try. I mean, it's twisted. There's daylight gap, right? It's not much, but it's something. But for now, we'll rock with that. Okay, I'm gonna have to check my oil through my fender well. I can't check it from up here. That's just what we're gonna have to do. All right, and then I'm gonna have to order the actual dipstick tube adapter, because this is what we got going on right now. No, that's not ideal. That's not perfect. We just globbed it up. There's some silicone behind this, and then we just put a little extra so I can drive the truck, because I'm driving my F-150 and I wanted to drive this thing. So that's that for now. Whenever I get the actual part in, I'm gonna go ahead and order it. The little sucker's like 300 bucks. And it's kind of odd because you have to drop this piece into the motor, or the oil pan, I should say. To me, that's a little weird, but I mean, I guess it's obviously something that's been done multiple times, many times, so I guess that is what it is. So I'm gonna get that piece ordered. I'll make a little video of putting it on whenever I get it. It'll probably be a few weeks. The little sucker's like 300 bucks. So if this works good, then I'll probably leave it for a while, honestly. Not that it looks the greatest, but if it don't leak, and this is a good silicone, the TA31, the actual diesel oil silicone. And we let it sit for well over 24 hours before we even put oil back into it. So we'll see how it does.